Hello, this is Ian Patrick. I'm going to read a section from my new book, of course, How Many Light Bulbs Does It Take to Change? Reflections on A Course in Miracles. This is a section called Problems as Opportunities. Problems, problems, problems. Life seems to present us with a never-ending series of hurdles, difficulties and utter disasters, does it not? Well, actually, no. One of the most important gifts of A Course in Miracles is an overarching context for my life. It helped me to realise that everything in my life happens for a purpose, and I've learned that I can choose the purpose of anything that occurs. I can choose that it serves the ego's purpose to keep me stuck in pain and turmoil, or I can use it for the Holy Spirit's purpose as an opportunity for learning and growth. There is nothing that can happen to us that cannot be seen as holding a gift or a miracle within it once we change our minds. To the Holy Spirit, therefore, there are no problems, only opportunities. For example, I taught a workshop in Norway once. Having worked out the details several months before, I was all set to go when I learned, just 2 days before my departure, that a residential weekend had been arranged, and that the participants' lodging and food for 2 days were to be financed from their workshop fees. Only what was left after these considerable expenses would be paid to me and my co-facilitator. Consequently, we would receive only a small fraction of what we had expected. I was shocked, angry and bewildered. When I told the Norwegian promoter how I was feeling, she asked if I wanted to cancel the weekend. Without hesitation, I replied that we would be there and that I was sure it would work out. I was determined to see this differently and to accept the situation regardless. But I felt sick. I felt it would take a while to forgive the mix-up and poor communication. It turned out that the retreat centre was beautiful, located amongst wooded hills southwest of Oslo. It had been snowing and the setting was idyllic. The 14 participants were delightful, the food provided was wonderful and the workshop was a great success. I had an excellent weekend. It was a real gift. On the Sunday night following the workshop, the promoter invited my co-facilitator and me into her stunning home, where we stayed for 2 days. That night, I sat with her to discuss the financial issue that had arisen. We both shared how we felt about the events 5 days earlier. As I heard her speak of how ashamed she felt and how much she believed she had failed by not informing me what was being planned and how it would affect us, my heart went out to her. I melted. Suddenly, I felt nothing but warmth, empathy and closeness to her. It was a beautiful moment of joining, my second gift. I could have continued to see the situation as a problem, even as a disaster, and thus been closed to the miracles and healing opportunities available. I am grateful that I chose to see it differently and to receive the gifts that were the inevitable result of changing my mind. The ego and the Holy Spirit are two parts of our minds and they are mutually exclusive. The ego is not a malevolent being, it is merely a fearful belief we hold. It is part of us that we can choose for or against. It is up to us to decide which we listen to. Problems are opportunities to forgive, love and remember the truth. Maybe we can even begin to welcome problems for what they offer us, rather than dread them. The text of A Course in Miracles says, "You have no problems that he cannot solve by offering you a miracle." Thank you.